How you guys all doing tonight? Hero Done here on 11/9/2018, giving you your Elder Scrolls news for the week and hopefully a few minutes. All right, first off, let's get done with the console stuff. We have new patches out for PC and console. Console just got the Murkmire update. PC have gotten a few updates to improve some of the stability and all this other stuff like that. A few fixes here and there, not too much major. Not too much major, except they did pull off weapon enchantments. Poisons will no longer proc from single damage abilities here, which is going to affect some people here. For the the PvP side, PvE shouldn't affect too much because most ground-based procs are still going off. So keep that in mind. If you're wondering why you're not doing as much damage lately, that might be why. Now, as for news on upcoming events, we have the Clockwork City celebration coming up, and if you do not have ESO Plus, you're going to get a chance to get it free from Thursday, November 15th until Wednesday, November 21st during the Clockwork City event. So you can actually get into Clockwork City without actually having it. Note, though, that's going to be November 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern to November 21st, 10 a.m. Eastern. That is not enough days to get 10 tickets to get the Indrik Feather as part of the event. So if you want to get that, you probably should have either banked up some of the stuff from the Halloween event, or you're going to have to get inside later events, or you're going to have to buy ESO Plus or buy Clockwork City afterward. Clockwork City will be going until November 15th to November 26th. So those who have ESO Plus or the DLC should be able to get it. In addition to that, they usually sell the DLC cheap during the anniversary event. So if you guys want to take a look at that when it comes up, that'll be on sale as well for, let's see, 2,400 crowns at a 40% discount from what it normally is. Now, note the hashtag Our Elder Scrolls Our Elder Scrolls is still going on for the sweepstakes. Go to elderscrollsonline.com to read more about that. You can win a trip to E3, earn other rewards, and share your story with other folks. It is restricted to any place that has bonding that includes New York, Quebec, Florida, Rhode Island, and all those other places that, unfortunately, I've visited and lived and can't get into this event myself. So you guys hopefully can enjoy it. If you missed it today, on November 9th at 6 p.m. Eastern, there's a Meet the Dev and Community Dungeon Run. If you were in that, you had a chance to get ESO drops. You should get tomorrow. But if you want to watch it anyways and have a chance to, not have a chance, but learn a little bit more about some of the content designers and also get some other news from the actual ESO team, you can do so as well. Now, that's the news. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's currently going on the Golden Luxury Merchant and the Crown Store for this week. Oh, man. All right, first, let's take a look at the Luxury Merchant. You have an animal trap wielded open, a carcass of a pheasant, an elk head, not bad, an Orcus grand table with skins, and an Etchater pelt tapestry. Now, this all goes with last week's theme of hunting, which is good. This would be actually a pretty good place for a hunting lodge type of stuff. You can take a look at all this stuff up in Cold Harbor anytime that you want. For houses, I recommend this with. Apologize. There are a few Orcish houses that were on the market previously, but I believe there's a few Nord houses currently in the Rift that would work out fairly well for this as well. Now, on the Golden Merchant side, for 150k, you can get the Fire's Necklace, which gives you weapon damage, critical, and when you critical damage, you have an 8% chance to summon a Hunger, which spews poison on all enemies for 8,280 poison damage, and will stun any enemy for 5 seconds. Can occur every 5 seconds. Okay set, not really great. This is a part of the Morrowind set here. A lot of folks get this just trash loot when they're leveling up through the area. I wouldn't recommend it myself. There's other sets that give better procs, and that chance is really, really low. In addition to that, you're also putting up a lot of weapon critical and place of stamina or weapon damage we might use out later. Also for under 50k, you have Necklaces of Ra's Scales, Health, Stamina, Magicka, reduces damage taken from guards, and when you deal damage, you have 5% chance to cause a burst of Lamia Poison, which Lamia Poison, a 5-meter radius, and also 7,800 poison damage over 6 seconds for enemy hits. This effect can occur every 6.5 seconds. I have seen tanks going with this set. I don't necessarily think it's a great set myself. It's good, okay. It's okay in general, but I don't really think it's like great. For like a medium set even, it's not that great of a proc. There's other procs that are just simply better out there. It doesn't even get like Defile or anything else like that for PvP. So I'd probably pass up on both of these for 150k. I want to go that far. Draugr's Rest, which is out of the Dreadhorn area. Oh, and I should mention it. Severius here is out of the Thieves Guild DLC. You haven't been in there yet. But Draugr's Rest, Magicka, Health Recovery, and Healing done. And when you deal damage, you have with fully charged heavy attack, you can create a circle of concentrated ground. You create a circle of concentrated ground that heals you and your allies for 5 meters for 11,000 damage, or sorry, 11,000 health over 10 seconds. It's going to occur every 10 seconds. I don't know about this one. This one actually doesn't seem too bad to use inside PvP. Yes, it's only 1,000 damage per tick on this, but still, it's still a kind of nice set here that's not overly used and all that stuff. If you wanted to get it, you could, but I'd probably recommend running the dungeon rather than buying this from the golden merchant here, because right now this is like 250k, so not a great deal for this. Probably run the dungeon, you probably get it cheaper. And then finally, Undaunted Infiltrator, Magicka, Weapon Critical, and when using the ability to cost Magicka, your light attacks cost an additional deals an additional 7,704 damage, and heavy attacks deal an additional 1,161 damage for 10 seconds. I don't think that's that great. There's other sets out there like the Sergeant, which might be a little bit better. And honestly, this is like you do 2 Magicka and then you get a Weapon Critical. Like, what? That's really weird for a set. It's just part of this is part of a set that was made back when the Undaunted stuff first got started. It was kind of weird, but there was like a hybrid build stuff at that point, so it wasn't that strange. But now, in today's meta, with all the min-maxing going on, the Magicka and the Weapon Critical, it just doesn't match. And like I said, using a Magicka ability and getting extra damage, really not that big of a deal, to be honest. So that's what's currently for Golden Jewelry. In addition to that, you can also get Molokina and Spawn of Mephala for 100k on the merchant as well, if you don't want to run those dungeons. But honestly, these dungeons are pretty damn well easy. Only reason I would say you could get like Molokina here is because you don't have the Imperial City DLC. Now, take a look at the Crown Store today. You have 3 days left on Orcish Wise Woman's Vestments. Not too bad. 3 days left on the Pale Plume Griffin Fledge. Or Fledgling Griffin, I should say. This is actually pretty cute as well. If you didn't get the Somerset, if you didn't get the Somerset chapter or anything like that in the collector's edition, you probably don't have one of these pets. But this one is actually pretty cool. It looks like a little bit like an eagle. Very cute. It'll squawk as it follows you around. You have the Murkmire's Collector's Bundle. Deadwater Motif, which you saw before. You have the Deepwater Murkmire Expedition, which is now on sale. So let's take a look at some of these. You get a small reed boat here. Grave stakes. Another little gondola. What is it? It's called a Felchua. I just want to say it's a gondola though, because it just reminds me of such. I know that's entirely wrong, but whatever. Whatever you want to call it, that's fine. It's a boat. Murkmire Lantern Post. Murkmire Pot. Shrine to Sithis. Sithis is looming. Trunk, leatherbound. Note these do not actually hold anything in it. Plant clusters. Raphacelia. It's all nice little plants here. I really wish they had like the underbrush that we saw in Murkmire, but you know, just the flowers is a pretty good touch. Another boat. Apologize. Serpent Skull Colossal. I kind of wish they also had the body for this. We saw a big Leviathan like this earlier in Murkmire, and it had the full body here. Just getting the skull, though, is still nice, though. And Sharper Tongue, a gel primer. So that is the Murkmire Deepwater or Deepmire expedition. They still have the Music Box Blood and Glory on sale. They're having a sale currently for outfit changes and upgrade slots. As you can see, they have a few new dyes to get today. And that new Griffin. Anyways, that's Hero of None. That's the Mundus Minutes. Along with Luxury Merchant, Golden Merchant, and what's coming up on the Crown Store. One thing I forgot to mention as well coming up in the Crown Store, they are going to have some benefits coming up for ESO Plus members. So guys, make sure if you are interested in getting ESO Plus, consider it when it comes live, probably by next week. Or if you really want to hold off, you could probably do it right as soon as the free ESO Plus event ends, just so you can get a little bit more. Anyways, I'm Hero of None. Hope you enjoyed. See you in Tamriel.